Strange when we think of the chances that we both feel in a state of mind too cool to be careless, looking for the right thing. Oh, baby, don't look any further. Tonight, we're gonna taste a little para, rock you all night long, yeah. Daylight, I'll still be looking in your ebony eyes, and we'll go on and on and on. Umadeo, amambachicayo. Don't look any further. Don't you look no further. Oh, what's up, y'all? Oh, that was fun. What's up, y'all? This is Ty. Don't look any further. That was a jam right there. I don't know. Who can I put that? That song just was in my head. But I guess I could say, would we say that was Bobby and Priscilla's song tonight? That's what we'll say. We'll dedicate that to them. Don't look any further, don't you? But what's up, y'all? This is Ty. How y'all doing? Y'all see me? I'm in my workout gear. It's going to be real quick because I got a class that I got to take. And so I just wanted to get on here and do this because if I don't do this now, I ain't going to get it done. So I got to do it now. So I am here to review season 4 episode. What episode is this? Season 4 episode 14. And tonight's episode is titled Know Your Place. And before I do that, I got to give a shout out to my lovely subscribers. You hold me down in the comment section. I'm talking about folks like the one and only Mr. Anthony White. I appreciate his comments. Y'all go check his comments. He leaves some really good comments. He makes a lot of sense in what he's saying. Shout outs to Anthony White. Susan Keys, Savannah, Rivers Amore, Karima Khadija, Miss Tasha, Lamont Simpson, Nadine Harris, Kryptonian Black, R.C. Kroger, Shanita Kiana, Angry Smurf, Bobby Ray, House of Sir James, June BLC, and all of the rest. Thank you so much for holding me down. I do appreciate y'all keeping this channel going. You're keeping it going and growing. That's what I'm talking about. So let's get right down to this episode. Let's start off with Lily and the cop. And oh, poor Lily. You know, she's got this gun wound that she trying to pretend was a knife wound. Why in the world would you say that? That doesn't make an ounce of sense. That don't make no sense. And so the cop is trying to explain to her, listen, you got to tell me what's going on. Are you being abused? This, that, and the third. She said, I can't tell you nothing. So he decides, listen, we got to keep you here. Now, y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. People can discharge it out of the hospital how they please, right? You can't keep them there, right? I know plenty of people that needed to stay in the hospital and they did a self-discharge, but I don't know. I guess this is a different situation. They said, Molly, you in danger, girl, so we got to keep you here. And what makes matters worse, the cop done tackled her down to the ground. They done sedated her with something and handcuffed her to the bed. And it's like, now you going to tell me what I need to know? I'm trying to help you. I said, but you're doing more harm. Why y'all tackle the woman down to the ground like that? But see, she's in more danger now because she wasn't supposed to say anything. But what I'm confused about is I thought she had the leverage over on Donald. Does he now have leverage over on her that she's so petrified and all this? But it was just a bad move to do that. So the cop is telling her, listen, sweetheart, if you just tell me what's wrong, I can help you out here. She told him, you's a dead man. She didn't say you's up, but y'all know how. She said, you a dead man. If I speak to you, I can't really. And it's like he can't read between lines. She's like, listen, this is dangerous. I can't really discuss this. Blah, blah, blah. Yak, don't talk back. And he's not listening. And she's like, everybody that you love, anybody that you love, they will get hurt. He said, are you threatening me? She's trying to tell you, man, damn, can't you read between lines? She's trying to tell you that she's involved in some dangerous people. Damn. But he just wasn't getting that. Meanwhile, over there we have Dell and Sharon at the pharmacy, a.k.a. the drug den, because, you know, we found out last week that, you know, Kareem Kareem and his cousin is pushing drugs up and through there. So she's telling him she gets a call. She gets a call from Barry, but it's one of those Barry ain't saying nothing, so she's worried about it. So she tells Richard, she's like, Richard, Mr. Richard, as she calls him, Mr. Richard, Barry called me, but he didn't say nothing. Y'all, it seems that Barry is dead, 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 dead. I still want to know who killed Barry and why. What was the motive? It had to be the I always say that wrong. Ragadoochies, right? Or is it Ragadookies? Sorry. The Ragadoochies. I think it's Ragadoochies. I'm thinking the Ragadoochies killed him. But why they kill him though? That's just ridiculous. And you know, they didn't pick up where we left off last week with Kareem and his cousin Ray or whatever the cousin's name was, trying to get rid of the body. And I'm like, I don't like that. That's just crazy. Why not just go to the cops? That just doesn't make any sense. You know, and then we go to what was very interesting was Jason and Alan, and crazy Jason waving this gun around, and Alan, he says to Alan, you know, I'm thinking about you and you remember Alan's girlfriend, the hoe that Alan was madly in love with. He said, you know, I'm thinking about her and how it was having sex with her. Just real weird. He's asking him, how was it to have sex? And he's like, well, what is this? And he's like, you know what? Go I want a woman. Go bring a woman here. Give me a hooker or whatever. So while he's saying, I'm like, what? And then he said, you know, my father did it, and I just love watching my father do. Tyler Perry, where is this dirty mind? Where is all this? I was sitting here like, listen, I know my parents have sex because that's how I got here. I don't want to see no video of my daddy getting it on or nobody that I'm related to getting it on with anybody. So this is sick that Jason is like, yeah, I watched my father do it. And I don't watch him, but I watched it. Nah, that's sick, son. That's sick. That is totally sick. Meanwhile, while that's happening, there's a knock at the door, and it is Alonzo. And Alan tells him, go away. Now is not the time. And he told him, Maria is over here. I'm with Maria. And I'm thinking, Maria, Maria. That's what I started to sing, but I didn't know the words to that. That's how I started to open this video up with. Maria, Maria. But I could not remember the words, and I didn't feel like looking it up. So anyway, I knew right then and there, I was like, something is up with this. Something is really up with that. Why is he saying that? And he says, you know, Maria, Maria. And I'm like, that's very interesting. So then we move right on down to this boxing match that Kyle and Max had. Okay, I was not really invested in all that. I know that Kyle and Max got into this thing. Max really lost that battle. Kyle was really hurt. Bobby had to step in and try to stop all of this. But before that, we saw Donald get a call from Kyle, and Kyle was telling him that, you know, he's got the drop on Sam, that they saw that Sam was looking up a car, you know, because that's the person that was spying on Sam, they was looking up a car, and he knows that he's looking up this car, and that's where the son is. And so Donald tells him, listen, we got to find Jason. They got to be Jason, you know, and now we know Sam was involved, so we got to kill Jason, crazy Jason, and, you know, he already dead, so we got to do it again. You know, he made that little hint like he dead, so you can't kill him twice, you know what I'm saying? So when you get rid of him, ain't nobody going to notice. So I'm interested to see how that all is going to play out. Now, that whole boxing match thing between Kyle and Max was, I don't know, I wasn't into that. I didn't really care about that. And then, you know, Kyle got the best of him. He shot me, and he basically was trying to kill him, but that didn't work. That was all right. That scene was okay to me. But I did say I wanted some bam, 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 bam action, right? So I got some of that action, but I don't know. I just wasn't into that. Then we go on down to the First Lady Victoria and the bumbling idiot president. And she's telling her, you know, you're coming here high and drunk, you're sleeping with all kinds of hoes, you had a hole decapitated, and you still messing around. What is your problem? And she said, I'm so tired of covering for you and protecting you and holding you up. And she's saying all of this. And then she said, you know, I hate you or whatever. And they were going through this, you know, their usual banter where they just hate each other so much. And then she said to him, she said, you know what, but I can't stand you, but in ways I love you, because she likes, I guess, the thrill of having to deal with an idiot like this. She says she loves him because, you know, of the drama he brings in, he mentioned, yeah, because what would you be doing with that corny dude talking about the VP? If you had some cornball like the VP, then what? And she got all nervous, like, yo, what are you talking about? Like, hold up. And that triggered her, like, oh my goodness, what does he know? And then she told him he was stinking. The president was stinking. She said, go take yourself, go get a shower. And then she decides she's going to call the vice president. Meanwhile, the vice president is getting it on with his wife. And in the midst of sex, the phone rings. He knows it's Victoria, but he's like, oh, it's the president. Dude, you're in the middle of sex. You're answering the phone. Like, who does that? You know, and so he goes in the bathroom. He has Victoria's number saved in his phone as the president. None of this makes sense because we know the president don't get along with you. So he goes in the bathroom, turns the water on, and proceeds to have this conversation with Victoria. Victoria's like, I think the president is on to us and this, that, and the third because he said something and I don't like it. And she's like, talk dirty to me. And I'm sitting there saying, now, come on now. As someone who has been married, your wife listens to everything. Not even when you are in a relationship, your spouse is listening. Women listen to everything. Ain't no way I'm going in the bathroom, turn with my phone. First of all, that makes you suspicious right there. Why you can't talk in front of your wife? You see, right there, you giving it away. But I'm going to go in the bathroom, turn the water on to have this conversation with the president. That's going to automatically make her suspicious. And of course, she was listening. And then Victoria tried to tell him that whole listening. And he was like, nah, she ain't listening. He said, you clearly don't know women. And I'm like, he clearly doesn't. Because I'm telling you, they be listening. They be listening. You hear me? My ex is probably listening to this video right now. I'm telling you, that's how it goes. That's just how it goes. I'm just saying. So when he got off the call, because he had to talk some sense to Victoria, because she's like, talk dirty to me. And he was like, nah, you stupid. I ain't doing all that. She's right in the next room, you know. And so he comes back out and has the nerve to try to want to get it on with his wife again. And she heard everything. She heard the, I love you, baby, and this, that. But she trying to play. She said, nah, the mood has, the time has changed. The mood is over. The thrill is over. I'm not into it right now. And he's like, what? Now he's just dumber than, I mean, my goodness. So he's like, what? Did you hear the conversation? Why would you say that? Why would you say something like that? Just completely stupid. I thought that was completely dumb. Stupid. I'm like, come on, son. So then, she's, side-eyed him, and she told him, I'm just tired. I'm not in the mood. But she's pissed off. She heard the whole thing. So now it's like she knows what's up, and she's like, listen, I love you. She tried not to show that she's too mad. She's like, you know what? I'm just not in the mood for more sex. We can't finish it off. And I'm like, but that whole thing, his whole behavior was dumb. That was completely dumb. Then we go to Donald finding out that Lily is in the hospital because apparently this detail that he has is not the same detail that was there before. And he finds out from the guy. First of all, this is the worst Secret Service agency ever. Nobody knows nothing. Everybody's just, I didn't know and I don't know this. And she told me she wanted to go alone and all this other stuff. Donald is pissed. And he finds out that this agent was replaced by Sam. Sam brought this guy. He said, listen, call your replacement. We sending you to Argentina, wherever he said he was sending him. He's pissed off. And again, really rude to the staff. But I'm like, this has to be the worst staff. The Secret Service agents are just awful, awful, awful. Now we get down to the nitty gritty of this episode, which kind of like really disappointed me. It was Priscilla and Bobby, and they're in the restaurant. This show is making it hard for you to like characters because, Bobby, are you a good guy? Are you a bad guy? Where are your morals? Now you just going to sit here and, first of all, you were working with Sam and all of this to help take down the president. Now you this horny that you're going to sit here with this man's wife knowing they're having marital problems. What is this? That turned me off. It made me dislike Bobby. And I was hoping that Sam shot him right there at the table or something. Or he did say he was telling that guy to break his legs. Why he didn't have somebody attack him, whatever. So they go through this whole conversation before Sam gets there, Priscilla and Bobby, and he's like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And she's just like, "I want it. Let's cut to the chase. Let's get our drinks and let's go to bed." If you was going to do it, like, why didn't you just tell him to meet you in the bedroom in the first place? Why bring him to the restaurant and say, "Oh, screw this. Let's get our drinks and then after that, straight to the bed." So you gave enough time for your husband to show up, which tells me she doesn't really want to do this. But then again, maybe she does. It's just all stupid and even out of character for her. I know she's upset. But now it's just too much for me. That was just too much for me. I was like, come on. And Sam told her, listen, you make a mistake. He told Bobby, leave. Bobby was like, I'm not leaving. And then she said, you know what? Priscilla said to Bobby, you know what? Let's go. Sam, don't you dare make a scene. See, now this is where they should have made a scene. Sam should have picked up the chair and cracked Bobby, because Bobby's kind of bigger than him. Cracked him over the head with the chair. They should have had a big fight in the restaurant. Give us some action, something. But they didn't do that. That's not what they did. That's not what they did. So just when you thought, they leave, and Richard calls Sam, is like, Sam, my son, I need you to help me find my son. Sam was like, not right now. Because, he worried about his wife seeing that she going to get banged by Muscle Man Bobby. He's like, not right now. Nah, right now. Not right now. I'm pissed off. And Richard is like, yo, what is that about? So then, good people, you think that this is over with. I'm like, okay, this episode is about to be over with. We go back to Alan, and Alan is saying he wanted to go take a shower. And Crazy Jason's pointing the gun. He said, no, I'm going to come with you and watch you in the shower because I don't trust you. He's like, no, you got to trust me. He said, okay, I'll trust you. I'll put the gun down. As he's putting the gun down, Alonzo's coming from the other room and puts the gun up to Crazy Jason, and that's where that ends. So I thought, oh, this is the end of the episode. No, 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 no. I asked y'all before what was going on with Miss Nancy and the Ragadooshis. Why Richard come home and Nancy's sitting at the table with looking like she's sitting there with her Ragadooshi angels, all the Ragadooshi women behind her. They done made, Lord have mercy. I thought Miss Nancy was a good Christian woman that couldn't be influenced. This old cult that ain't of God done got to her. It looks like Miss Nancy is a part of the Ragadooshis now. This is getting interesting. And from the previews, she's clearly brainwashed. Now, I don't know how they did it to Miss Nancy. You ain't pray hard enough or something. Oh, this is crazy. So that was it. Y'all tell me y'all thoughts. I got to get on up out of here. I got to work out to take care. I got to do that. I'll see you all. Oh! Go watch my other videos, please. Check them out. I'll put some other videos up there. I will see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching, and you all be blessed.